Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaking 99 back on the fight front once again. Just wanted to do a real quick video on this subject, man. I thought this was kind of interesting, man. Canelo Alvarez a few days ago, he showed that, he said that he was interested in moving up to 175, and one of the potential opponents he would like to face is Sergey Kovalev, for his WBO title. That's if he still has the title by the time he moves up, because Canelo stated that after he unifies the division, the middleweight division, if everything goes right between fighting Danny Jacobs and then taking the belt from Demetrius Andrade, he wants to move up to 175 and, face Kovalev as a potential opponent. Now, a couple of points I just want to talk about. Is this fight doable? Yeah, of course it is, man. It's doable for Canelo because, we're looking at Canelo, a guy that even on the night of the Triple G fight, the first one, he didn't get weighed in, right, because he probably rehydrates back up to like 170, over 170, probably like 180. He's only like what, 5'9", and he's a big boy though. He's wide, and he's definitely got mass on him. So I definitely think that 175 is doable. Same way he moved up to 168, and the way the weight looked at him on 168, of course he doesn't have height, but as far as like the size, it's definitely a weight that he could carry. Even going up to 175, I see that as a weight that he could do. 160 seems like a weight that he's almost having trouble making now. I mean, he could probably make it for these last couple fights, but I think the older he gets, it's going to be harder for him to make 160. So for him to have that as a plan in the future, I think that's pretty good. But looking at it as an early matchup right now between him and Sergey Kovalev, I think it is a winnable fight for him. I think any fight right now at 175 is winnable for him just because of the style he possesses and, the chin he possesses, the power and the boxing ability he possesses. I think that Sergey Kovalev would be like the top guy he could face, at the same time. Like I would say since Kovalev has been taken down a few rungs now, he's lost, a few fights to Alito Alvarez and Andre Ward. I think it kind of balances out. Like it would be a good fight for somebody moving up from 160 for their first fight at 175. Because I think that Canelo was better skill wise than Kovalev. One of the things that kept Kovalev's skill intact was always his power. A lot of the fighters he fought, they were already kind of mentally beat by the power, so he could kind of have his way with his boxing ability. Like I never really saw anything amazing about his boxing style. It was very basic and mechanical. Like I said, the thing that really carried it was the power in both hands. He was able to, take his time and, get off shots, counter, and set up whatever he wanted, because a lot of the opponents that Kovalev faced, they weren't really committing to, what they could do. They weren't really committing to the counter until he fought guys like Ward and Alito Alvarez, Alvarez in the first fight. But, somebody like Canelo, I think he's been able to utilize many of different tools since moving up from 154 to 160, and I think that even the Floyd Mayweather loss was a learning experience for him, because you see him slipping and dodging and, pulling back, pull counters almost like Mayweather now. For a big boy, he can do that. He's pretty elusive. And I just think that skill-wise, this would match up for Canelo, and it would be a good fight for him, because like I said, once he moves up and carries that weight nicely, then it'll come down to who's going to be the stronger fighter in there, as well as who's going to be the skillful fighter. Like as far as strength right now, on paper, I would still say it's Kovalev, just because he's been at 175 longer. But by 2020, whenever Canelo plans to probably move up, if everything goes right, we never know how strong he's going to get by then. So, probably by next year, he could really fill into 175 and be stronger than Kovalev. But right now, I would say that Kovalev is the stronger light heavyweight. But as far as the better skill fighter, I would definitely say that's Canelo. And just think about it, man. Putting Canelo in there with Kovalev, this would be a winnable fight for him, like I said, because think about it. Canelo's body punching and Kovalev's inability to really take body shots. That's just going to be like a beautiful piece of work for Canelo. You know what I mean? Canelo put some of the best combinations together, especially to the body, especially what he did to guys like Liam Smith and Rocky Fielding. You know what I mean? Like, just when he can, like, get off and tee off to your body. Then we're talking about a guy like Kovalev, who's almost 3-4 inches taller than Canelo. He's 6'1", and the Canelo's like what, 5'8", 5'9". So he's gonna be targeting that body all night. You know what I mean? So Canelo has the power to really hurt Kovalev if he was to move up to 175. But yeah, man, I just want to do a quick video on my thoughts on this fight. I actually think it would be an interesting fight, but right now, Canelo has business at hand, and Danny Jacobs is his next fighter that he needs to be worried about. Then Demetrius Andrade is his next fighter to be worried about, because these guys are highly skilled at middleweight. And right now, the fight between him and Canelo, him and Danny Jacobs, I would say is like I'd say it's a 50-50 fight, because real quick, Danny Jacobs, he's been in the middleweight division longer, and I feel like, this is the most experienced and skilled fighter that Canelo has faced. So he's got to be able to get past Danny Jacobs, and then he's got to get past another young, slick, experienced fighter in Demetrius Andrade. So if he can get past these guys, then we'll talk more Kovalev. But right now, I just want to say, kind of go in on that, my thoughts as far as, him taking on Sergey Kovalev at the moment. But yeah, doable fight if he gets past Danny Jacobs and Andrade. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section about this fight, Canelo versus Kovalev. Is it a winnable fight for him? Do you still see Kovalev having enough to beat Canelo, or Canelo wash him at this point? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Make sure y'all subscribe. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Peace.